And welcome back to this week's video. If you've never been here before, I am Megan J, and I make random YouTube videos about whatever I feel like, and then I'll typically post them on Wednesday. If you watched my last video where I opened the Amazon returns and overstock mystery box, I got this vase. This is just like a plain, unfinished white vase. I really wanted to paint it, but I wanted to do something cool. So I had this idea. It's probably not an original thought. I haven't done any research into looking to see if other people have done something like this, but I'm sure they have. I would like to do like a fun multicolored paint dip on it. So I have this lovely vase and this container with a whole bunch of paint. So my plan, I don't know if it'll work. We're gonna find out. And you're gonna come along for the ride, is to pour the paint in different layers in the bin and then put the vase in the bin and spin it around and then put it upside down to dry. And I'm hoping that this will come out with a cool effect. If it doesn't, well, I didn't really lose any money on the vase, so this just won't go on the internet if it doesn't work out. But if it works out cool, then welcome to this week's video. Okay, so I've got my container all set up. And I have all of my paint. Of course, it all came from the Dollar Tree. I found this really cool pouring paint. I'm hoping it'll work really well because according to my Google search, it's supposed to work really well to make a marbling effect, which is kind of what I'm going for. I got all my like kind of living room colors. We got some different shades of blue. I thought I'd throw some green in there and a little bit of pink would be a fun color. So let's see if this works. Looks okay in the bin, and now we're going to dip our vase. Hi, Hurley. What are you doing? All right, here we go. In goes our vase, and we are gonna slowly kind of dip it around. All right, now I'm going to put it on the lid here. We are going to transfer this to the lid, upside down like this. We're going to let the paint run down and dry and see what it turns out like. Actually, I kind of like it. I was going to dip it one more time, but I'm actually starting to really like the effect that's coming down the side here. It's quite nice. So I'm gonna let it keep like slowly coming down and we'll see where it turns out. The only issue is it doesn't have a line right here, so I might add just like a little touch of paint right there. So I'm just gonna take a spoon dip of paint, weird thing to say, and run it right there so it will kind of get the same effect that was going on the other side. There we go. Do it one more time in the one other spot that kind of needs it. Right here. And a little bit right there. Now we wait. This isn't exactly what I envisioned when I had this random thought that came into my head. I probably should have done some more research, but I'm a DIYer and I just do it. The pink kind of just turned the green into yellow. I'm not very good with the color wheel, so that's to be expected. It did make a pretty cool marbling effect. I mean, I've never used pouring paint before, and also it's just paint from the dollar store, so I don't know how good it will actually be. But I like the kind of marbly effect that it did give, and I'm gonna let it dry on this lid for like an hour, and we'll see what the finished product looks like once it's all dried. Are you waiting to go to the park? All right, while we wait for this to dry, we can go to the park. All right, that was on the shorter side because all he wanted to do was roll in grass, and I don't like that. And just to clarify, I don't have a problem if my dog rolls in grass, but he always finds something gross in the grass to roll in, and then he smells really bad. All right, this is dried enough that I can flip it right side up because I do not want it sitting in the wet paint because that'll make it go weird on the top, and that's not the goal. I'm gonna grab it very gently. Finger on the inside. Oh no, I just got paint on the table. Way to go, Megan. Way to go. Super clean right up until that moment right there. So the top is still really wet. I am going to let it dry for like 24 hours before I do anything else to it. Depending on the texture of the paint when it dries, I may Mod Podge it just to protect the paint from chipping, but it looks like it'll dry with a good texture. So we'll see you in 24 hours. It's the next day, about 24 hours later. This is fully dried. I really wasn't sure about this yesterday, but I love it. The colors are so cool. I have decided I would like to Mod Podge it though, just because there's like some rough areas and I'm worried about the paint chipping off. So we're gonna do that now. So I got some Mod Podge here. This is also from the Dollar Tree because that's where we get all of our arts and crafts supplies. It is the place to go for arts and crafts supplies, in my opinion anyways. All right, now we just wait for the Mod Podge to dry. It kind of went a little bit bubbly, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if Mod Podge expires. I have had this for a while, and I tried to smooth out the bubbles as best I could, so I'm just hoping it'll dry okay, but I'm not really sure. Mod Podge has officially dried. I wasn't sure when I did this if I liked how it turned out, but now that it's all dry, I love it. I like how all the colors just kind of blend together. Blues and greens. It kind of looks like an emerald ocean sort of to me anyways, with all the bubbles that showed up on here. It like kind of like waves. I think it's pretty dope. For the first time dipping anything, I think it turned out pretty good. We need to get the full experience. So I have these flowers. They're a little bit dusty. Now they're a little bit less dusty. And now they're even less dusty. These are really fake because Megan all the things. They don't live. Not because they don't want to, just because Megan sucks at it. Fake flowers in the vase, and look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. What do you think? Thank you for watching. If you have a video you would like to see, leave a comment below. If you haven't already, subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss an episode. I'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.